Yo, today for once we're not talking about HD0 Shark Bite, we're talking about the Elrs. This is my daily runner, 5-inch quad with HD0 and Crossfire, and we're going to switch it from Crossfire to Elrs. Okay, so first question you're going to ask me is why? Why would you switch? And there's like three main answers. First of all is the range. It has much better range than Crossfire. Not that Crossfire lacks range, but it's always good to have more. Two, it's the price. The price and disponibility. It's cheap, and the fact that many manufacturers makes it obvious that you're going to get one. Meanwhile, with Crossfire, you have to wait for it to be in stock, and you know it is. And three, this is an open source project. This is the way. In the other hand, I'm definitely not spitting on TBS. It's a beautiful brand. They are making a lot of crazy stuff. I love them. But open source. This is in Amino Express receiver. This is more particularly the 900 millihertz. We'll talk about that later. So it comes. This is the whole thing. You have an antenna much similar to the Crossfire one. Actually, we're going to work with the Crossfire one, so we don't need that one. And not that it works with the same antenna, only because it's 900 millihertz, just same as Crossfire. So we have, let's see, 4 cables, 2 for power, 2 for signal, shrink wrap, and the receiver. The receiver as well is much similar to Crossfire receiver. Same size, looks the same. It has only 4 pins, 4 solder pads. RX takes volt input and ground. Here we have my stack, the HD0 Race V2 board, and here we have the receiver, that is the Crossfire Nano normal one. For cables, RX volt and ground. So first of all, we're removing the antenna without imaging the connector. A bit. You can check that nothing is broken inside. Okay, perfect. As you can see again, it's pretty similar. What do we need? We're going to clean this one. So I soldered those 4 wires. I'm connecting now the antenna without breaking the pin inside of it. Here we are with our drone complete. So first of all, we will need to set up Betaflight, but actually we don't, because it was set for Crossfire and it's the same exact settings for Elrs. So we don't need to change the mixer, we don't need to change the port tab, we don't need to change anything in Betaflight. If you want to know to set it from scratch, we'll do that probably in another video. The point of this video is to show you how fast and how easy it is to switch from Crossfire to Elrs. So the only thing that is left to do is to update the firmware of the receiver with the matching version of Elrs that is in my transmitter. First thing you do is to connect the quad to battery. So you can see the green light. This is the receiver looking for matching signal. It won't find it, obviously, because it's not matched to anything and my transmitter is not powered on. So after a few seconds, it's going to blink faster. And this faster blink is meant to say that it is in update mode. Here it is. You see, it's flashing fast. So it activated the Wi-Fi. So I just need to connect to my Wi-Fi and to update the firmware. Let's see that. So we are now connecting to we just connected to the receiver a hotspot, it opened this page. If it doesn't open this page, you just need to type in the IP address 10.0.0.1. Here you are. Firmware update. Look for. Here it is, the receiver. Open. Update. And now what you can see is that the receiver stopped blinking. Here it is, now it's blinking again. I had my firmware ready to go. In case you don't have one, it's easy also say. You go to the Express Elrs configurator, here pick the latest release, or at least the one that is matching yours. Here you're going to look for the target. Here it is. On my case, an Amino Voyager. Here device, I'm going to fetch the receiver through Wi-Fi. Standard mode, I'm picking all the options I want, and then I hit build, not build and pledge, build. It's going to process. It will take a bit of time. The first on the first try, because it needs to download some stuff, and then that's it. Now on the transmitter side, we're going to remove the Crossfire module and to plug in the Elrs module. This is done. Let's power up the radio. Note that I don't need to create any new profile, because the Crossfire one is exactly the same as the Elrs one. I'm going to connect that and I'm going to say RF signal critical. It's normal, it's because it's connecting, and now you can see that it's getting signal. I can go in the telemetry and see that I get telemetry and everything is fine. I can try, let's say, the buzzer. It works perfectly. So yeah, it was very fast, very easy, a few minutes, and we have now an Elrs long range system working. You can do the same. It's yours to choose. In the meantime, have fun.